Hey guys, it's Christine. Welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be talking about Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I have been meaning to read this book for years, and I only finally now got around to it. It's so strange, so the story is about these three students in particular, Kath, Ruth, and Tommy, who live at Hailsham, which is like a boarding school. And it's their childhood and then what happens after they leave the school. But there's something, they're sent to these cottages to live after they are finished with school, and then their lives a little bit as adults. I hesitate to say too much because a lot of people have said, oh, there's a big spoiler in this book. I don't really think there is, because it's hinted at and it's revealed in the book at about the halfway point, or maybe just before. But even when it's revealed, I kind of feel like you already knew that was going to happen. Like you saw it coming, and not like in a, oh, this is terrible, I saw that coming, but like the groundwork has been laid, that so when it's finally revealed, you're just like, yeah, like that makes sense. So, but I don't want to say too much in case you don't know too much about the story. I don't want to spoil things, so I'm going to say as little as I can in reviewing this, which means that this book review might be quite short. I think what I really liked about the book is how the characters react to how their lives are going to play out, because they have a certain amount of knowledge of it ahead of time. And instead of rebelling, they kind of just accept that this is how things are. And I find that far more interesting, honestly, because there's so many books and movies where, people are being oppressed in a way and they rise up. And I think it's far more realistic to see what happens when they don't. Like, they just kind of accept that this is their destiny. This is what they were meant to do. And part of it is, how much is it just them kind of, not, I don't want to say rolling over, but just being accepting of what's going to happen. And how much is it that they were raised to know that this is their life. And so how much of it is culture, I really like the sort of three main stages being separated, because it then shows you things from a different perspective at different ages, like how they react in a certain way when they're young and at school, and then as, I don't know, like 18, early 20s kind of age. And then I think early 30s is where we end up. But because of that passage of time, their perspectives on things have changed. It's a very quiet book. It doesn't have like a lot of big showy scenes. It's not very dialogue heavy, but I would say that it's a melancholy book. There's a lot of sadness, and these characters know that they can't escape what's coming for them, but during their lives, they want to live with dignity and with love, and is the soul a tangible thing? It's very beautifully written. I really enjoyed it. It's got like a certain tension to it throughout. And like I said, it's melancholy. And when things finally wrap up at the end, you're sad for the characters, but you've also accepted things kind of like they have. I like that the characters have such differing perspectives too, because you've got Ruth, who's not a very likable character. She's a bit prickly, like she's not a terrible person, but she's not great either. And I like that. I like that she's allowed to be a flawed character. Then you've got Tommy, who has like very strong emotions that burst out of him when he's younger. And as he gets older, he learns to control them and not have such big outbursts. But then, sometimes it can't be helped too. And then you've got Kath, who is kind of like the even keel between the three of them. Like, she's the most level-headed, the most pragmatic about things. So I like that she was kind of the bridge between all three. There is a movie that was made of the book. It's got Carey Mulligan as Kath, Keira Knightley as Ruth, and Andrew Garfield as Tommy. It's quite good, but it didn't quite capture the magic of the book for me. I think just because, again, it's not something that really has like these big emotional scenes. So the thing about, like, I hate saying like, oh well, the book's always better than the movie. It's not that it's always better, it's that the mediums are so different. Like, you can convey things on a page that you cannot convey on screen unless you have a narrator, and nobody likes a movie with a narrator, really. So it just doesn't work as a movie to the same degree. It's not that it's a bad movie. It's not. It's quite good. It's got a really good cast, and they do their best with what they can, but it's too subdued of a story to really work on film, I think. That would be my only criticism of it. Otherwise, like, it is a good movie. It's worth checking out if you enjoyed the book, just to see their interpretation. But I think it works better as a book this time because, as I said, it's just about the circumstances that these characters find themselves in and their acceptance of it and how they get to that acceptance or not, as the case may be. So yeah, I really liked it. I will say I absolutely love this cover. I had to go to eBay to find it because for some reason the online bookstore that I use has this cover, which, ew. I actually bought that one and I hated it so much because all I could think of was, I know I've seen this cover somewhere else. So I ended up going on eBay and buying it a second time. So lesson learned, if you're ever looking for a book and you can only find a crappy cover, go on eBay and get yourself the one you want because it's on there, I guarantee. So Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. Please check it out. It's really, really good. I would definitely recommend this one. And yeah, that'll do it for me this week. I'll see you next time.